First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Set, cut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here we go. 11. 21.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's trying to find Jahan Dotson.
And that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Jones throw to the hands of Pickens.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Jones.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing Jones. This one into the hands of Burton. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Hand off now. It's Gray with it. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Looking deep here from Mooney. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Jones from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mike Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Packers have regained the lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Ready.
2nd and 3.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Ready.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Bears have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I've seen him catch a few passes
unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's Jones on third down. Escaping the pressure right.
That went behind his man. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only about one conversion and a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Go.
2nd and 10.
6. Mega.
Now back to throw. Able to find Gray here. And now the rookie's free. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gray. Down right around the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On the double.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Mooney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Okay,
2
ready?
yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Hut, hut.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Blaster, 6.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Bears! Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears would extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second down and a yard.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Packers.
George Pickens.
26 yards.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here we go. 11.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here we go. 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Finds Pickens out right.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
Touchdown! George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's King. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 7 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Jones from the gun on third down. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They run again here with Gray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Gray on second down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On the ground, it's Gray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Go. Ready?
Back to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Desmond King picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now Jones. They've got his man complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go. 11.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
41.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. And now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
On the set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Yellow. Set, cut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Set, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the
coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They run it on first with Foreman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They give to Burton, the fullback. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.